Hey, Bloom Daddy in for Joe on your Tuesday. COVID-somnia. Why pandemic anxiety is keeping us awake at night. I want to bring on Dr. Johnny Parker right now, healthy living expert with a master's in counseling psychology, doctorate in strategic leadership, adjunct professor at Johns Hopkins University. In other words, he's very, very smart. Dr. Parker, thanks for being on the show.
Good evening. Great to be with you.
So what exactly is COVID-somnia, and how many people is it affecting?
Well, it's affecting me and lots of us. I'm sleeping 3 or 4 hours the last couple of nights. You know, it's like, what is going on? Do I have COVID-somnia? And just with the studies, it's a lot of anxiety, obviously, with everything going on. And you combine the COVID-somnia, what's going on with COVID, and now the Omicron variant. This is the time of the year. It's not the happiest time of the year for everyone, right? It's seasons, greetings, and then there's seasons, grievings. A lot of people are grieving. And so you got the combination of, every time we think it's safe to go back inside and play, it's not safe again. And so that's hard, the emotions and the mind and the spirit. And then, again, the time of the year we're in, and then you're in Pittsburgh, I'm here in Maryland, it's the whole winter blues. It's already cold, it's gray, and so all of that coming together has an emotional impact on the mind and spirit, body, and soul.
Yeah, so you take a look at this review. Researchers identified 44 studies on sleep problems during the pandemic. You're talking about 54,000 participants from 13 countries. And when they combined everything, they found that more than 35% of the general population experienced disrupted sleep related to the pandemic. That 35%, does that surprise you, as in, is it lower than you would have thought or higher than you would have thought?
I would have thought it'd been higher. I would have thought, I definitely would have thought it'd been, even higher than that. And then it's just, I'm not a sleep expert, but there are things that we can do, of course, to help us optimize our sleep by how we prepare for bed, by turning off technology an hour before we go to bed, turning off the news. Watch Hallmark or something, but turn off the news or something before you go to bed. But so there are some things we can do to make bedtime more pleasant.
You know, it's funny you say that, because all my friends make fun of me, Doctor, because I've been watching Hallmark movies for 2 months. Number one, because I'm a big Christmas guy, but number two, for the exact reason you're talking about. My life with my job revolves around this news 24/7. I got to get away from it. I got to watch something mindless and entertaining to take a break.
Yeah, I'm the same way. So let's keep it a secret, right? I watch Jason Bourne by day with my son, my 21-year-old, but I do like a little Hallmark with my wife at night. So let's not tell anyone, right? But you know what? It's one of the things we teach in my positive psychology and work with my clients and my students and work with CEO athletes is that we really need to be intentional about practical things like gratitude in our lives. And one of the things my wife and I do at bedtime, we pray together and we talk about what gave us life today. What are we grateful for today? And again, that's just one of those simple things, simple conversation. Whether you're married or single, we need to talk to people. But there was just a simple conversation, or even writing down in a journal, what are 3 things I'm grateful for? Again, all of that helps to boost mood, and especially if you do it before you go to bed, that sets us up for perhaps a better night of sleep.
Talking right now to Dr. Johnny Parker, healthy living expert, also an adjunct professor at Johns Hopkins University. You just launched a program, Doctor, called Say Yes to Wellness, timed with the holidays. What exactly is it? What are you hoping you get from it?
Well, it is, yes is an acrostic abbreviation. It stands for Your Extraordinary Story, that beside every gratitude, there's a story. So there are 31 cards, 31 prompts to inspire positivity and wellness, one for each day of the month, inspire about positivity and wellness. So you have cards like a place where my soul catches its breath is, or today I will practice kindness by how or one of my favorites, today I will be a fragrance and not an odor in my attitude and how I treat people by how what. So it's designed to help families have conversations instead of being on our cell phones at meal times, having a conversation and let the card prompt that conversation. It's great for date nights. It's great for team building. A lot of teams are using these and on Zoom meetings and team conversations to help facilitate healthy culture at work. So the cards are for that, and they can easily they can just get the cards. They can go to my name, JohnnyParker.com/yes. So I want to help inspire, turn the page and inspire positivity in our culture, in our world. It's hard out there. Lots of shame, lots of anger, lots of cancel culture. So how can we be intentional? As I say to people, we don't wander to wellness. We don't bump into better. It happens intentionally, and that's what I hope. I want to help is start an intentional, positive movement in the world.
What are some other secrets? We've talked about a number of things, but what are some other secrets to keeping COVID fears at bay and helping people relax a little bit?
Well, one, just being self-aware. Like, we need to have a daily meeting with ourselves, and be aware. What am I feeling? What's going on inside of me? And so just because whatever we don't talk out, we will act out, or we'll bury our emotion and we'll bury it alive. So being aware and then talking it out, being able to have 5, 10, 15 minutes talking to a friend, talking to a loved one, talking to a coworker, just being able to talk to people. We were made to be seen, known, and heard, so we need to talk. Exercising. We need to exercise. We need to move our bodies. Again, this time of the year, who's not eating something that we shouldn't be eating? So we're consuming carbohydrates and cakes and pies and sweets. So being intentional about exercising, just taking a walk, getting outside, getting amongst nature, creation. All of that is good for our brains, good for our bodies, that we're moving, if you can't go outside, walk up and down stairs 10 times. But so moving our bodies, it releases the endorphins in our brain. That's very, very beneficial, as well as I mentioned earlier, keeping a journal, a gratitude journal, where I'm writing down 3 gratitudes each day and what that can do to help boost our mood.
All right, Doctor, thanks for being on the show. Thanks for the advice. Have a Merry Christmas.
You too. Merry Christmas.